You know, it's a train ride, you know, and you gotta hang on because it moves fast, and if you can't stay on it, it'll roll right over you.
It's not rocket science, it's a rock show, but people don't really realize what all goes into it.
People just think all this stuff magically appears in the arena and it's all there when they get there, you know. No, it's not like that.
I'm doing this for the expression on the kids' faces out there in the crowd. It's just like mind-blowing, you know?
I live for it. Love doing it. I wouldn't give it up for the world.
We did a 20-hour bus ride from Tennessee to Mesa, Arizona. You're stuck on a 45-foot tube with 12 people. And, you know, we're smelly roadies, and 20 hours on the bus can be brutal. He ended up polishing off, it was like a half gallon of whiskey and like a bottle or two of Jägermeister.
Look at the big tent we put in that, motherfucker!
I'm sober. I don't drink or do any drugs at all. You know, I'm not party guy. The way I look at it, I drank my quota by the time I was 17 and was OD'd in a coma in a treatment center and have been sober since.
Come on, let's do a shot. No.
My only problem on the bus is you get mad after you've done 3 or 4 shows in a row and going on 3 or 4 hours sleep a night, and you finally get a night to crash and sleep, and somebody's drunk and singing Iron Maiden in the back lounge at the top of their lungs and keeping you awake.
Fuck yeah!
My name's Lowell Hawley.
Been doing road crew stuff, like rock and roll entertainment industry, since I was like 14, 15 years old, you know, traveling around. Here I get an opportunity to see the world on somebody else's expense.
Hey, we make it happen every day.
When we go into a venue, we have 2 semi-trucks, about 150 cases full of stuff, and roughly 66,000 pounds worth of gear.
From the moment the doors open of the truck, we are expected to be done in 2 hours.
I am the only working woman on the tour.
There's no kind of holding the door for you here, let me help you with that kind of thing.
You know, I feel like one of the guys.
It's a lot of work to get it all set up, you know, in time for the show, so that when people walk in, they look up and go, wow, look at that.
My name's Jeff Gilmer. I'm the sound man for the band Stained. I've been with the band for 10 years now. I produced their first demo that got us signed.
And I couldn't picture myself doing anything else.
This is what I've always wanted to do my whole life. I saw Kiss on TV in 1976, and instantly I just went, oh my God, that's what I want to do. And literally my whole life I've been doing this.
I can see through you, see to the real.
Biggest misconception most people have is that it's all sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, you know, there's some of that.
Let's get it on!
I heard that there was something going on, I don't know, 20, 30 people all crowded around this big mud pit, and these 2 naked girls and my buddy are in there mud wrestling.
Alcohol and mud wrestling is going to lead to broken bones.
The girl that he was with, she came up and smacked him in the head. Next thing I know, he's got a broken ankle. After you've done this for so long, you think that you've seen it all. And then you see something like that and you go, wow, I haven't seen anything.
Who wants to wrestle?
When we first started touring, I was just fascinated with mullets. So when I heard Paul was coming out, I'd heard that he had a mullet. His boss had told me, he was like, Jeff, Paul has one of the greatest mullets you'll ever see in your life.
You know, business in the front, party in the back.
What's your name? Paul. Paul.
We'd call that a Kentucky waterfall.
Mississippi mud flap.
My name is Paul Jump. I've had this hairstyle for about 10 years. They call it a mullet. I've been doing sound for about 22 years. I started out as a hobby and everything, but I've been on the road full time for the last 5.5 years.
Hey, Jeff, you play something?
Everybody says it's not a haircut, it's a lifestyle. To me, it's a haircut.
My name is Sal Giacarelli, and I'm the drum tech for John Wysocki of Stain. I've been doing this 7 years, and seeing that I've been with him for a long time, it's like I got my routine down. You know, I can practically read the guy's mind.
They look like crap. They're not too shiny, Sal.
You're fucking kidding me.
Nope, they look terrible.
They look like crap. I changed heads and I spent time fucking... Yeah, I've been playing drums for a long time, 20, 21 years. During the show, I mean, I'll be sitting there jamming and emulating exactly what John is doing. I did have to, you know, sit in for John one night, you know, and actually play the set. And it was 13,000 people, and that was absolutely, you know, just incredible. I'm a player, and I consider myself a player, and I would like to, you know, further my career as a player. You know, for me, being a drum tech is a stepping stone for me to eventually get to where John is.
There's guys who have been doing this for years who are still frustrated musician guy, who never made it. I'm not that guy. I don't still have dreams of hitting it big in a band someday. I made a conscious decision that I put that away. I still play the guitar. Occasionally I'll write, you know, chord progression or write a song for me, you know.
One of the hardest things being on the road is keeping a relationship. You're away from, you know, the person you love for 9 months out of the year. I haven't seen my wife since July of last year, and I've seen my girlfriend a couple weeks ago, and she lives in Canada.
Is it a job for married men? It's a matter of conjecture. There are some gentlemen that have very successful marriage relationships. There are some that don't, so everyone's different.
Today actually is an acoustical nightmare.
It's a disco. You know, it's not a rock venue. It's a dance club.
As you can see around this place, it's filled with glass, mirrors.
There's a waterfall.
Can we do a single side fill over here today?
I'm pretty much set up on top of the bar.
Somebody's head was in space when they booked this gig.
It's amazing what you can achieve when you're all focused for the same goal. It's absolutely amazing.
No 8-foot towers today. Okay. And spike the floor lamps and then move them around if you have to.
Okay. Whatever system you come up with, I'll make it happen.
That'll be wonderful.
You know what I mean?
That'd be awesome.
It's been a while.
My whole thing is, I don't care where you were yesterday, today you're here. Do whatever you have to do to make, you know, today work. Some gigs are harder than others. Deal with it.
We've done this before. We're professionals as a crew. We still always seem to come together in the end.
We get thrown into situations where here's a shit sandwich, you know, make it into something. Because at 8:05 tonight, we're doing a show here. So you have to make it happen no matter what.
The biggest rush for me is the sound of the crowd. That's why I'm here.
The
see their faces when the band hits the stage and the lights just come on. That girl that like that one song that means the most to them, and she's just like weeping.
At the end of the day, I love entertaining the people that are there. When the kids go away smiling and when they walk by the board and yell to me, hey man, good job, stuff like that. It makes my day. I couldn't picture myself doing anything else.
Sorry.